What's up, humans? Ted here from Mango Dogs. Today I'm going to talk about what to do if your dog was abused, and I guess ask the question, was your dog actually abused? As a dog trainer who works with a lot of behavior problems and aggression issues, I hear constantly from clients that are awesome, well-meaning people, but oftentimes they're creating these issues in their heads and they don't have any actual verification that anything bad has actually happened to their dogs. Most people that adopt their dogs, at least in Nova Scotia, get almost no information about what happened to the dog. You know, my first dog was a rescue, and I've had plenty of rescue dogs since, and I almost never get any information. And so it comes really easy for people often to subscribe some sort of a story onto what they think happened with their dog. So for example, let's say there is a dog somebody rescues, he's a year old, and he's in the kitchen and a broom falls in the kitchen and he goes running out of the room. Now, I will oftentimes hear people say things like, oh, we know that he was abused because every time a broom falls in the kitchen, he gets scared and he runs out of the room. Well, that may be the case, but it's probably more likely that your dog was just a little bit younger and a broom fell on the ground and they got scared, and then maybe the previous owner coddled the dog's insecurity and actually ended up making it worse. So unless you have true verification, it's probably pretty unlikely that you have a dog that was actually physically abused, or you know, something has happened to them that is going to create this specific issue. It seems really simple, but people oftentimes forget this, is ask yourself, did the dog come with this issue? If your dog came with that issue, it is probably pretty likely that your dog's issue has something to do with their training, lack of training, socialization, lack of socialization, leadership, lack of leadership, etc. that happened in the past, right? And so, but one of the things that I see constantly with my clients is they'll come in and they'll say things like, you know what, we know that he was beaten because he's afraid of men, and we don't actually know that. We didn't get any confirmation, but we know that. Did your dog come with these issues? And about 80-90% of the time, these are issues that develop over time. They're not usually issues that dogs have when they're adopted. And this is something really important to remember, is that if your dog doesn't come with those issues, you are the only one to blame for the issues developing. Now, I'm not trying to say that you're a bad dog owner or anything. We're all trying our best. But the thing is that you cannot subscribe something that is manifesting in your dog now for something that potentially happened years ago, that if it's just starting to come about. And so I just wanted to make this video because it's something as dog trainers we see so often, people creating these stories in their brains. These are well-meaning dog owners and dog rescuers, but oftentimes it doesn't really help us in being able to move our dogs forward. The way forward is not about why this happened or even necessarily what happened. It's about what we're going to do to move your dog through it. And if you're creating something in your brain mentally that you don't have absolute verification on, you got to remember, even if you do have verification on, the fix is still the fix. Your dog is probably going to have to go through something that's a little bit uncomfortable, where they're going to have to get pushed in order to break through so that they can start to live a more kind of happy, balanced, holistic life. So I hope this video has been valuable. If it has, please share it with others so that maybe it piques people's interest and causes dog owners to think a little bit differently, and just to mentally process through some of these different questions. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day.